The idea of living in a foreign country can be a beautiful experience, whether it is to seek asylum, for business or career growth, for medical and health reasons, or simply for pleasure. Meeting new people and embracing a totally different culture can be a lifetime satisfaction. However, the reverse can be the case, or even worse, with the case of illegal migration. The horrifying experience of taking the risk to illegally cross over to live in another country is causing a huge toll, especially for those going through Libya with the intention of crossing the Mediterranean Sea to Europe.
I come from Germany, from Berlin to be precise, when I was in Ghana. So a lot of people ask me how to come to Germany, what they should do, and I see that a lot of people have this beautiful image about coming to Europe and everything will be easy. But life over there is also not super easy. We have a lot of unemployment as well, and that I see a lot of illegal immigrants in Berlin and Germany, and that the situation of them is very problematic.
In June 2015, I traveled to Libya. There are a lot of news about the Libyan journey, and I will tell you that those things you used to hear, the brutalities in Libya, they are all true. They are not fake news. I went through the desert. I spent 3 days in the desert. Journey through the desert, the Sahara Desert, is not easy at all. I lost a lot of friends along the route. A lot of us migrants died.
We are about 30 persons that live in Nigeria. We went to Kano, spent 2 weeks in Kano. Then we went to Agadez, which is Niger. Then we spent about 2 months in Niger, in one spot. Then at the end of the day, we have to kick off through the Sahara Desert. With the load about the halos are left for about 3 halos, 30 passengers each. That is 90 persons. My personal friends that we live together, we were about 8. 3 died on my spot. What killed them? Lack of food and lack of water. Because in the middle of desert, when it is summer, it's very hot, extremely hot. You can't survive. I drank piss at that very moment.
Libya has long become a death trap for illegal migrants owing to its political instability, and the rate of violation of human rights is constantly on the increase. When these migrants arrive Libya, they are captured and pushed into prisons and detained from going back home in some cases.
Imagine a state where you have no freedom, you can't talk, you don't have anything to say.
A lot of us died along the way, but I survived and I got to Libya eventually. I spent 3 years there. These 3 years was hell. They used to say they sell people in Libya, and this is true. It's no lie, yeah? You give somebody money in Nigeria to take you to Libya somewhere, and that you find your way to Europe. This person takes you to Libya and tells the Arab man there that you've not paid, and that you said you were going to call your family members to pay some money. They lock you up, they beat you, you are traumatized, you are not being given food at all. The things that happen in the prisons are not things, they are things you could just imagine or things you could see in a movie, but these things happen truly us.
It is quite unfortunate that the promises that they make to these migrants before they leave their home countries are not true, especially for young Nigerians that seek for greener pastures abroad.
I have been living abroad most of my life, and I came back to Holland 6 years ago, and so I had to start from scratch, and I had to admit it was the most difficult task I have ever done. It took me for sure 1 year to get adapted to the system, to survive, to get integrated. Even I'm Dutch, so I imagine, well, for being a refugee to go to live in Europe is really not easy.
And I think there's a little misconception about how easy or how easy it is to fit into the society. So I would say we're welcoming people, but if you come on your own and you're legal, it will be so hard to find your community, to learn the language, to get where you really want to get, because you don't want to be someone who's working in like the very, very low class jobs, just always cleaning, or even in an illegal job, just selling drugs. I see a lot of people selling drugs in the parks, and they are from Africa, and me as half African, it makes me very sad, because I think this is not why they came to Berlin.
The EU laws on migration are getting stricter to restrict illegal migrants. And so, when some of these migrants arrive Europe, they are put in detention camps. The ones lucky to escape begin to roam the streets, beg for food, run from the police and government officials.
Coming as an illegal immigrant, it's super difficult, it's super hard to make a living, it's super hard to integrate because you're really on your own, and I just wouldn't recommend it to people.
Besides, having been living abroad, being back in Holland, seeing Holland in a different view, I really respect what Holland is doing for refugees, and that they have a chance to live a life and a chance to get support. Not easy, as I have experienced myself, to be able to have a decent life. So I want to tell you, think twice, because it's a different task if you make the big step. It was, even as a Dutch, very difficult for me.
Now that I'm back in Nigeria, we formed up an organization known as Great Asa Returnees Organization. All what we do is to try to sensitize the populace to get them aware that traveling abroad is good. Pretty yours it is. But if you must travel safely. And you must get your visa and your flight ticket.
The whole community is being sensitized. Let them to know the dangers are aware that are ahead of them in illegal migration and get it to Europe illegally. We are not saying don't travel. The way you migrate matters a lot.
You'll be traumatized. You'll be abused. You could be maimed. You could even lose your life. I am lucky I am back. And that is why I am in this journey, to make sure that people are aware that going through the land illegally is like signing a death warrant.